I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown.
This is a shakedown, get down or lay down, thugging in the alleyways, hallways and playgrounds, but I don't play around, flash like a Vegas town and bring the heat the same way, pointed at your face. It's a shakedown, like mommy with the small waist and that ass that she break down. What you getting is a beat down, run that, give me what you came with, ninja I ain't stutter, but this toastly red butter, this two loose screws, this pole is no ditty, my blade isn't Wesley but it leaves a buck 50.
Trying to take me down.
Yeah, I'ma leave you right here, but what you got's coming with me, it's a shakedown.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. This is a shakedown. This is a shakedown.
Up off. Yeah, yeah, yes, yes, yes. Up off. Hey! Y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what day it is, huh? Girl, huh? Girl. It's hump day. Baby, baby, boo, we'll do it. We'll do it. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz, don't. All right, man, look. Look at who we have here. Let me see. And keep it real. DJ Dark Strokes. What's going on with you? Whoops. All right, man. Lord. First I want to say this. Everybody, welcome to the Hump Day. If you haven't done it, please close out the chat, hit the like, give it up for the Vonnie.
Bring on this with a laugh and do the cabbage patch. She's a pretty lady, and then sign some autographs. The burn young man can shaboing boing.
Hit the Tyson bell. Hold on. I don't know what my dog's barking at. My fofo make sure all y'all kids don't grow. Interrupting my damn intro. Jeez, Louise. All right. Messing up my intro, but I don't care. We take too damn long to give it up to the ladies. Hit the Tyson bell. And wait a minute, everybody. I don't know what it is. Somebody outside. I don't have to chill. They got you.
Yeah, put it simply in here. I like surprises. I came here for prizes. Big booty and thighs is promising my guys is how I could get inside this. Stupid, I realize this, but there's so much I wanna know about you, but I don't really wanna know. That's what they say. You make it too hard for a nigga. I got you, but I got the time. Let's make it work.
Hit the Tyson bell. A member for 40 months. Bye. DAZN. Hey, oh Lord, you already know. Y'all already know that we're not in the building. We outside.
Anything can happen when you're outside. You can lose a fight, see a chick, have a con with that vibe. You can ride a bike, see a nigga, and ask if he's alright.
Hit the Tyson bell. All right, the dog's still barking. I don't know what it is. You know, we got those wolves outside. We got like wolves and coyotes and all this shit. That's why my internet goes in and out sometimes. We in the trees. All right, we're in the hood. We're in the woods. My bad. Outside the hood. We're in the woods. No longer in the hood. Pause. And that's the black two sugars. All right, listen. I know they have the media workout. You know, I'm still going to do my show, just double booked. I'm not going to talk about the media workout, you know, or call it until I'm done with my show. If they still working out, hey, I love to run over there to the DAZN war room, but I have to do my show. I have to give you guys the news, just so people and you guys, if y'all running it back, if y'all didn't watch it live, I definitely understand. Shannon Sharp, Big Tarp, Billy Harp, Lakers in 5. Let me tell you something, brother. Listen. Did you guys, speaking of Bud gonna stop Canelo is hilarious. Speaking of Bud, I think Bud is on Club Shay Shay now. You want to talk about perfect timing. You know, Shannon Sharp is the most trending name right now. And I know, listen, hear me out. I know a few of you guys are late in here. Did you guys hear the damn song? Did you hear the intro song? Listen, somebody hit me up and asked me, well, actually about 3 people hit me up and asked me what I thought about Shay Shay. All right? I don't have any thoughts. I don't have any thoughts. All I know is when I heard his tape, I had to bar up. That's all I know. Y'all want to hear the song? Did y'all hear the song? Play it one more again. Hey, all I know is when I heard the tape, I had to bar up.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown.
This is a shakedown, get down or lay down, thugging in the alleyways, hallways and playgrounds, but I don't play around, flash like a Vegas town and bring the heat the same way, pointed at your face is a shakedown, like mommy with the small waist and that ass that she break down. What you getting is the beat down, run that, give me what you came with, ninja I ain't stutter, but this toastly red butter, this 2 loose screws, this pole is no ditty, my blade isn't Wesley, but it leaves a $150.
Trying to take me down.
Yeah, I'ma leave you right here, but what you got's coming with me, it's a shakedown.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. This is a shakedown. This is a shakedown.
Hit the Tyson bell. This is a shakedown. That's all I had. That's all I had. Well, this is a shakedown. That was the only, that's all I got. That's my only take. All right, everybody, let's talk. Let me see. Oh shit, Shay got a stick with me. Hey, I ain't got that kind of time. Boss. Okay. Let's talk, y'all. Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson. Oh yeah, I'm feeling goofy, man. I need to calm down, bro. All right. Let's be, you know what I mean? Let's be professional here. Wait, hold on. Before we talk about Shakur Stevenson, hey, check this shit out.
I king, I do a die king. I take purple to the head like a Viking. Free drinks to a head like a Siamese. We getting drunk in this motherfucking high key.
Hit the Tyson bell. Sold out. It is sold out. Let me see. Biz, did you not get invited to Fight Week for Eubank Ben? Right. I didn't get invited for that because I'm going to New York for Fight Week next week. Hit the Tyson bell. You know, I mean, so, you know, I think my brother Wade Plams is out there for that, and I'm going to be out there for the week for next week for May 2nd and my live show. All right, hit the Tyson bell. You know, I mean, you know, just got to be smart with it. Let me see. Oh, yes, I want to watch you man before throwing from Shakur respectively forgot asking Floyd about your hands, asked Wilder who gave him the vibranium in his hand, and get back right with Jay Prince. With him, you would have been the main event. Never go against the mob. Oh, shit. Hit the Tyson bell. Okay, listen. Biz doing they Ryan Garcia fight. Yeah, I'm doing it. So listen. Let's check out what Shakur Stevenson had to say about Gervonta Tank Davis.
I think that we should be fighting. Like, it should be something happening that's going to make a fight happen with me and him. I don't think he should be going to fight this person, then that person, then the next person, or have all of these other fights lined up, and I'm not one of them. Like,
yeah.
I'm the guy, bro. I'm the guy that the boxing world wants to see you fight. You know, when you go places, all you hear is, yo, Shakur and Tank. Shakur, Tank. Oh, hey, when I go place, all I hear, yo, is you going to be Tank? When he go place, I know he hears my name. So it's like, bro, let's make this shit happen, dog.
I get the A-side cut, you get the B-side cut. You gonna be okay with something like
Man,
that?
I done answered that 50 million times. I done say, yes, you are the big superstar. You are that, bro. Respect to you for that, bro. I'm cool with that. Come on. Let's just fight. Let's negotiate. Me and this nigga could even get on the phone and negotiate. I'll be cool with it. Me and him need to show the world who's the best. Don't have a question mark for, oh, I'm gonna go retire and it don't happen. And that's gonna be a question mark. That's gonna be left on our legacy. So to fix both our legacies, somebody has to lose. Me or you. Come on.
Come on! Come on!
Come on.
Come on!
Come on.
Come on!
Come on.
Come on!
Come on.
Come on!
Listen, dog, I can give a damn what y'all had to say to me yesterday and in the damn comments. That brother's Puerto Rican. Hey! Forget what you heard. Come on, y'all. Listen to how he says, come on. Listen to this.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Brother, that brother's Puerto Rican. Brothers, we say, come on. Come on with it. We say, come on. We don't say, come on. That brother said,
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
that brother's Puerto Rican. Now, that's the black two sugars. Whip, that's the black two sugars. Oh, shit. Okay, here's my take. Here's my take on what he said. Here's my take on what he said. Here's my take on what he said. Shit, he's right. I don't have an issue. He's right. New Jersey, fool. Oh, okay. I brothers say, come on. Come on. That's it. But that's neither here nor there. We're not going to debate that. All right. My thing is what he said about Tank. What is wrong with it? that has no fat on it. Y'all tell me what's wrong with it. People want to know who's better. And he's like, come on. He's right. At the end of the day, if they don't fight each other, there's going to be an asterisk. I don't see anything wrong with what he said. What's wrong with what he said? There is no fat on what he said. I'm not sure why you would not like what he said. What he said sounds better than what Canelo says about the Mexican mob, the David Benavidez. Right? I mean, Tank said, I'm going to whoop his ass. Shakur's like, come on. That's about what I want to hear. Tank built like a pit bull. Devin ducked. I'm asking, what's wrong? You killing me. No. Not even jokes aside. Keep the jokes on. Keep the jokes on. But what I'm saying is, Shakur needs them stem cell therapy. Okay, then there's nothing wrong with what he said. Fine. Let's move forward. You can't, there's no fat on it. There's nothing to add to what he said, right? We should fight. I'm the B side. He's the A side. The only problem I had was the fact that he would say all that and then sign a deal with Matchroom and come with a different game plan, which is away from Tank. But everything ended up working its way out. It worked its way because Tank took a knee against Roach. He took a knee because some got in his eye. Put the grease on, right? So now he got to run that back. So regardless, it all worked out to the scenic route. All right, into Tyson Bell. All right, so let's move forward. Let's move forward. Shakur Stevenson said, "Do I think he should sign with PBC? No use now, because everybody's in the same pot. His Excellency Turkey Al-Sheikh got everyone in the same pot for the bread. Everybody's in the same pot for the bread now. Boxing has been unified. Only the fanboys are sitting here like, I still want to hold on to the division." But in reality, business-wise, boxing has been unified, bro. Boxing has obviously been unified, right? It doesn't matter who you sign to. You going to fight Riyadh season. Y'all going to get it in. All right, pause. Okay, listen. He says something about his hands being fixed. Check this out.
How the hands feel?
Better. I got a little trick that I just found that's gonna help my hands out a lot.
You were talking about on a Cigar Talk podcast that you were gonna reach out to some people.
Yeah.
And so clearly you reached out to somebody and somebody gave you one of the tricks of the trade.
Yeah. I just can't tell.
Yeah.
Chef can't say his recipe. So.
Are you focused on that at all? Does it bother you? Talking about getting the knockouts in the ring. Do you want to just go body somebody real quick to shut them up? Or, are you always going to make sure you protect those hands dealing with that injury? Is it in your head?
Nah. I can't. I don't hold on to stuff. So I can't have that stuff in my brain while I'm in the ring. So, like I said, I just feel like God with me every step of the way. So when I'm in the ring, when I fight my next fight, God going to be with me in the ring. He gonna be with me every day. So these hands, I just gotta play my part and make sure I do my part to make sure it gets better. And I think everything gonna take care of itself.
This is what we can get from that interaction. He has hand issues, and he acknowledged it, and it has to get better, and they have to be fixed. Period. Everybody who been watching my tape talking about his hands are fine. He's telling you, people become fans so much they think they are them. Like Shakur fanboys think they are Shakur. My hands fine. I'm talking about Shakur hands, not yours. We sick? Boss, we sick? Our hands fine. He's telling you his hands are an issue, and he is looking for something to get them fixed, but he's not going to worry about it, right? He has to fight, right? And he's going to do the due diligence to have preventative action of his hands getting re-injured. He's going to do all he can do. But at the end of the day, his hands are his key to life. So he has to fight. But I am worried about his hands, Jack, like anyone else who aren't like, we sick, boss, we sick. Unlike any people who got so much of a fanboy that they think they're the same person. Other than that, it's something to worry about, right? And going up against Zepeda, I'm worried. If he's healthy and there's no hand issues, he will whoop Zepeda, in my opinion. I'm worried about his hands because his hands are what will keep Zepeda off of him, not the feet. People think that the feet work without the hands, or he could just run and never punch. You got to punch. That's the only way the feet work. You got to make a fighter respect something, your hand speed, your accuracy, your power, something, so your feet can work. You got to make them stop so your feet can work. You got to pump fake them because you may hit them respect your hands so your feet can work. Your feet don't work without your hands. But that's the reason why I'm telling you, we got to hit the like, invite as many people to the war room as possible so they can learn, right? His defense, none of that works without the hands. Hit and not get hit. Nothing, the feet, the defense, none of that works without you making them pay. So if his hands are brittle and they don't hurt, it doesn't work. He will run, Biz. That doesn't work. All right. And honestly, he only ran once. And that was De Los Santos. Shakur reach out to the Himzu family. I didn't hear about that. But yeah, Zepeda got to catch Shakur first. Okay, y'all just talking. I have a hard time knowing when somebody's trolling or when somebody's really trying to, because I just gave a whole analysis and it's like, all right, let me get my black tooth shook. Yeah, everybody hit the like. Let everybody know we're in here. Let's continue on. Let me see. Twice he ran. Oh, okay. From the strong Nakatilia dude as well. Did he run? You know, I gotta watch that one again. I know he was extremely defensive, Charles Baker, but did he run? I have to watch that one again. He ran pretty good against De La Star. But the thing about Shakur, okay, I hate comparing him to Floyd, all right? But he runs, other than De Los Santos, for the most part, all right? Even if Charles Baker, you say he ran twice, how many fights has he had, right? 20-something? So the one thing that people said about Mayweather is that he ran. Mayweather didn't run. Mayweather would pop and then do this. Shakur is making you miss like this more than people realize. Shakur he be walking you down more than people realize. He was doing it to Artatunian the whole time. He wasn't going anywhere. It just dude couldn't hit him. But people call it running. But Floyd never ran. He'll hit jab. He'll move a little bit, like as you should. It's not like he should be feet in sand. But for the most part, he was making you miss. He was right there. But that's neither here nor there. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult if you already dislike Shakur or if you fanboy somebody else. I know what I'm dealing with. I have the strange ability to not like or dislike any of them. Well, like them all and just say what it is. I have and I'm so happy I am one of very few who has that ability, right? Hit the Tyson bell. I am very, because it kind of puts me, it kind of helps my brand. But everybody, let's move on. Let me see. Yeah, I don't really like the running word in boxing. Well, I've seen runners before, right? Well, not a lot, but Keith Thurman. I remember Keith Thurman was booking it. And, when Frazier tried to get out of there against Foreman and shit, I saw Caleb Plant do the same thing. Canelo hit him. He tried to get out of there, bro. I mean, in spurts. But I remember Keith Thurman booking it, right? All right, let me see. Charles Baker, Keith, boy, elbow at, he was in the wind. Okay, he says this, too, in the same interview about what he's going to do to Zepeda.
After I go smoke Williams Zepeda, because we're going to put belt to ass. After I put belt to ass, they're going to make up a new excuse. Oh, well, it ain't Tank. And then after I whoop Tank, it's going to be, oh, well, he did that because it was this. It's always going to be an excuse to why we so great, but.
Shakur, please listen to me. Don't listen to any assholes right now. If you're joining in under a burner account or whatever, and you're listening in, or if you aren't live and you're just now listening later, Shakur, please hear me out. All right. I want to talk directly to you. There is a reason why I mentioned Canelo wrist injury, Floyd Mayweather shoulder injury against Castillo, Lomachenko shoulder injury, Pacquiao shoulder injury against Floyd, your hand injury against De Los Santos, Errol Spence rib injury, because I know y'all are human. And it can give insight to why the fight went like that. It's not excuses. Just know this. If Ryan Garcia has a fractured rib and he's been nursing it, that will let another fighter know to go to the body. It's just human being shit. Don't ignore it. Dial in on it. And for me, acknowledging those things, I'm not like everybody else who says no excuses. This doesn't exist. I'm not like that. I'm in reality. So listen, Shakur, if you beat William Zepeda with those fractured hands, I'm going to be giving you all the love in the world. That's why I mention it, because I know that you do have fragile hands. And if you can keep that guy off of you and beat him, and he throws 1,000 punches a fight, and do you understand how great that performance will have to be? You have two fragile hands.
I would give you all the love in the world because I understand how difficult that is. I wouldn't say you have healthy hands. Oh, no excuses. That's what haters do. Shakur, at least you know from the war room and from ShowBizz the adult, I would be fully aware and sure of what you had to do in order to beat William Zepeda. That's a hard-ass fight, especially with two fragile hands and behind enemy lines. Hit the Tyson Bear. And that's the Black Two Sugars. Let me see. Yo, this JoJo, no estrogen. My bad. Love you, boy. Joe, you're hilarious. JoJo, you're hilarious. He blamed the hands on Nakatia too. His granddaddy said his hands been hurt his last 8 fights. His hands only hurt when he's struggling to get a KO, in my opinion. Oh, okay. Holy shit. Holy. Bruh. Bruh. Flex on him. Sip, 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 sip. Left hand on him. Left hand on you. Left hand on him. Pow, King Kong ain't got on Stroud. Brother, who are you? Thank you, brother. Let me see. Love your channel. I hate when folks don't seem to care about the fighters. They just want to be entertained. Brother. Brother. Hold on. Hold on.
Niggas sick to the stomach. I be getting to the money. Everybody mad. Think I'm getting too much money.
Brother. That was that. Sip, 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 sip. Left hand on. Left hand on you. Left hand on him. Pow, King Kong ain't got a damn thing on Stroud. Love you, boy. That brother killed it. Thank you, brother. Love you, bro. I think that's about it. All right, then, y'all. Good night. I made the quota for the good night. Love you, boy. Okay, let's get back. Let's get back on that. That right there was amazing. That right there was amazing. That was amazing. Okay. Wow. Okay, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. That threw me off course, but I'm back. Eddie Hearn. I haven't reported on this. Shakur Stevenson leaving Eddie Hearn. I've been hearing it. Y'all been asking me about it. The only thing I said was they got a multi-fight deal. That's the only thing I said, because I didn't hear that he was leaving. I didn't hear it. I don't know where y'all heard it from or whatever. But my only thing was what I could measure. They have a multi-fight deal. So either way, here's what Eddie Hearn had to say, because we got the receipts.
Shakur Stevenson, what happened? There's been rumors that there's a split for the American.
You read Twitter. We have a 2-fight deal with Shakur Stevenson and Turki Al-Sheikh. Was with Turki Al-Sheikh earlier for a couple of hours. That's it. So after there's a pay-to-fight, I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully, we have the rest of his career with us. But I can't say that categorically. So, yeah, I agreed a 2-fight deal with Shakur Stevenson, Turki Al-Sheikh, and that's it. So, yeah, July 12th, we roll on against Zepeda, and we'll see what happens after that.
So it's complete fake news?
Yes.
Where did that come from? Seriously. I don't. They have a multi-fight deal. He said he's thinking that he could go the rest of his career with them. Eddie Hearn ain't mad at Shakur. Was it because of that Shakur tweet when he was like, get your Cowboys or whatever? I don't know where it came from, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I was looking high and low. Now, Shakur, he blocked me. So, but then he unblocked me. But I don't get when I have to go to his page to see what's going on with him. Like, I don't get his, notifications that he did. So whatever, I think I'm still semi-blocked. So a lot of stuff I miss, but I didn't see it. Let me see. Dude slid the bar all way and spent his check without knowing. LOL. Just this is the best community. Shout out to him, JoJo. You're hilarious. The war room is what JoJo has become a legend in the war room. He fought us all off when we were calling him feminine. And it's just funny as hell. And he just rocking. He just fighting. I love that. He definitely not moist. Dan Raphael reported it. Oh, that's my boy. Okay. I gotta talk to Dan. Off the record. Dan's my guy. Okay, I don't know. He knows something. I don't know. Let me see. Noble Life. Rick Glazier posted about it first. Well, I don't want to have anything. Me and him had a fallout. We had an argument. You know what I'm saying? Rick Glazier, I never know what's the motive behind what he says. So I'm definitely not going to hate on anybody. So I don't know. All right, let's move on then. Let's go. Noble Life. Let's keep going, dog. Let's keep going. Okay, since we're on the Shakur Stevenson, Gervonta Tank Davis, that whole thing, Bob Santos has something to say about Gervonta. I don't even know when he said this, but this was sent to me by email. I mean, is this recent? We'll find out. Here's the receipts.
Again, I think Gervonta Davis has more. I'm not saying 100% he's going to win, but he has more paths to victory than Shakur. He's a very underrated boxer. I've watched him in many, many camps. His foot speed is unreal. He doesn't get enough credit for the foot speed. He's got a high boxing acumen. Ring IQ. He's the whole package. I'm telling you, I've watched that guy. I'm not going to say names because I don't want to embarrass people, but 154 pounders and names you would recognize have their asses hanging on the ropes. Out. So he has the great equalizer, believe me, to a degree that none of these guys know. And when he's turned up for you and he's motivated and he's focused, he can be absolutely deadly because he can box you. He has not shown, because I've been fortunate to be around a few of his camps. Okay. I went up against him 2 times in person, and I've actually helped get sparring partners for him. So I've been able to watch him up and close in camps that are not the actual fights. He has not shown half of what his ability is, because he can box too. Don't get it twisted. He can box too. So he can fight you in a lot of different ways. He can fight you from distance to box because he's got fast speed. He can track you down, and he's got the great equalizer. Like I said, I've watched him put out guys with 16-ounce gloves, 154 pounders, and names you would recognize and you'd be shocked. So if he's highly motivated, all things being equal, I like Gervonta Davis in the fight over Shakur Stevenson.
Wow. Nice, man.
Okay. I'm not going to snap or anything like that. I'm just trying to think, because I haven't conjured up a take for this, but I'm a freestyle. I'm going to do my best. First, I want to say, I love Bob Santos. Like that, he's my guy. If Santos needs anything, I'm there. Just because a great soul, when you meet a great soul, that guy is literally a great person. He is. Like Sean Porter. Sean Porter's he'll give you the shirt off his back. Santos and Mario Barrios. That whole squad, those my guys. All right. I don't see Bob Santos as a liar. There's no reason to lie. Okay. So I'm taking his word that he knocked out a well-known 154-pounder and left his ass hanging out the ropes. That's just diabolical to say. So it is what it is. Pause. All right. With that said, this has nothing against Bob Santos. With that said, I am sick and tired of being yo-yoed. Lamont Roach said Tank is too small. I'm hearing from Ellie Setback that Tank knocked out a heavyweight. Bob Santos said that he knocked out 154 pounders, Teofimo Lopez style, plural. When I say he can fight at 140, everyone says, the Tank Davis fanboys rather, says he's too little. I don't know. I don't know if he's a giant or if he's a little guy. I don't know if he's a little guy or I don't know what he is anymore. I guess it's like Shakur Stevenson hands. They're strong when things are going well, and they're fragile when things aren't. You know what I'm saying? He's a big guy when he's knocking out guys. He's a little guy when he's struggling. I can't. Or rehydration clause. I can't call it. And I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired. I don't know what he is. I'm done. I don't know what he is. I'm going to bail out. I don't know what it is. Let me see. Like Crawford, Spence, Maypac, Biz, Raphael, what happened? By both sides talking on the phone. Brother, I would not fight my brother, dog. Why would you? All right, here we go. I'm like Shakur and Keyshawn with Dad. Bud Crawford or Shannon Sharp channel. I know I said already. Rate these fighters in terms of skill. Ray Leonard, Roy Jones, Floyd Mayweather. Skill? Damn. Rank or rate? Rate is different. Skill, 10 out of 10 for all of them. A 10 level skill, all of them. Rank? I don't know. I think because Floyd Mayweather fought closer to Sugar Ray Leonard when he didn't have hurt hands. When he had hurt hands, he started really relying on the Philly shell. So, which means when you have certain attributes, you carve your boxing style to those attributes. So you can't say Floyd is more skillful than Roy, because Roy did perfectly with his attributes. Same thing with Sugar Ray Leonard. He knew that he was taller, bigger. He knew he could let his stronger. He could let his hands go offensively and just whoop your ass. He knew how to make you move. He knew how to make you miss when he wanted to. He knew how to run around, do whatever he wanted to. He boxed with Tommy Hearn the first half of the fight and then fought him the second half and knocked him through the bottom rope. So Roy Jones Jr., James Toney went to the corner and said he can't touch him. He said, I can't touch him. How skillful is James Toney? So I can't. Let me see. I don't think everyone is lie. Okay, I'm convinced Tank ain't want to fight Roach. I can mess with that. And the rematch will show us that the first fight was an anomaly because Roach was his friend. Okay, how about this too? Look how hard Tank is working for the second fight. So Tank knows himself that he hasn't been trying. He has to get back to trying. And I'm talking about since before Roach. I think what he's been doing just been too easy. Tank offline equal Mike Tyson first day out fight night. Funny. Let me see. Flex on him. Bob Santos' interview was what we needed. Now put the fight on. Yeah, I don't care about sparring. 2025, 2028. We need the fights or leave the spot. Yeah, gotcha. That was absolutely on fire. Manny Pacquiao's 5'5". Just say I know, but don't say that because they're gonna say he's actually bigger. I don't know what Tank is, big or small. Is that I don't think we view Tank fairly based on his size. We're used to him fighting at 135, but the equivalent of him fighting at 135 is Boots. Right. Fight at 160. Oh, Tank can fight up to 140, 147. I think best Boots would be 168. I think best Boots is 154. 154 to 160. Best Tank is probably 140, but most dominant Tank should be 126, 135, something like that. But best Tank, you see him doing all his shit that Bob Santos is saying because nobody pushed him. That's why I want to say he needs to go up against somebody who can beat him so you can see the best out of Tank. That's why I want it, but fanboys don't want to see him struggle at all. They just want him comfy and cozy. In your opinion, who had the saddest boxing career? I don't want to, there's a lot, Jimmy Doyle, passing away. Sugar Ray Robinson, you know, everybody who passed away, bro. The G-Man, you know, Michael Watson, who, you know, pretty much paralyzed, you know, those. Can you rank the May 2nd card from best to worst, but add Shake? You're in the mix. What's up, Biz? Best fights to worst, reverse. So it's T.O. Barboza, then Haney, Ramirez, and then as far as the best, yeah, Paul Williams, you know, Corrales, you know what I'm saying? Okay, everybody, let's move on. Chris Eubanks Sr. shitting on his son.
Junior, you're smashing an egg against this guy's face. I taught you that. I didn't teach you that. Who taught you that? Did Karen teach you that? Who taught you that? That's disgraceful. I'm gonna stand in your corner. You must be mad. You must be mad. I would never be in your corner. You're a disgrace. You're smashing an egg in someone's face, and then you're trying to justify it. There's no justification for that. There's nothing noble about that.
I don't want to get in between all this. I've never met Chris Eubanks Sr. All right. I met Junior. I want to say this is how I feel about it, but really it's their relationship. It's not my damn business. All right. I just want to make that be known. Who the hell am I to talk about their relationship? But as a father of 3, either talk to your son, go and talk to him about it, or don't say anything. Just shitting on him on the internet kind of feels like kind of clout chasing. Chris Eubanks Jr. seems to be completely available for his dad. Father him. You're never going to not need your dad. But it is family business. You're right. So, all right, let me move on. But see, I never had a dad. So it hits me a little bit harder. It's like, dang, man, you know, just having that appreciation for that father-son relationship. You know, that is the value of that is crazy. Okay. Let's move forward. We haven't seen the best players tank since Mario Barrios. We haven't seen the best players tank since Mario Barrios. Tank has to dig in his bag for that fight. He did. I loved how he fought that fight. I always talk about that fight. That shit was incredible. Biz, I weigh 177. Round W abs. Wait, man. With abs. Okay. I've been in person with these guys. Boots is bigger than me and similar muscle definition. He's taller and same shoulder size. Fine. You know, but I can't say the best him is at 168 until I at least see him at 154. You know, but I know it's north of 147 for sure. Let me see. Let me move forward. You remember in the press conference, Lamont told Tank, I heard through the grapevine you've been unfocused and you better tighten up. Yeah. And you don't have to hear through the grapevine. We all said that, right? I made videos about that. I made one of my more popular videos this year was about why Tank is retiring. And there were a lot of people in the comments telling me to shut my ass up. Shut up, fish face. Shut up, Garfield face and shit. It's like, oh, they immediately think, oh, you're going up against my tanky wanky. Shut up, bubble-eyed. All of a sudden, no, Tank just wasn't focused. When he get back right, okay. All right, everybody. Real quick. The knock.
When did Peppercorn?
Nah.
Dark holiday from Tombstone. Step to the spot, leave the whole room blown. That Bed-Stuy color coming from the Brookwood. Drop shit and still make it look good. I get that. Only way I know the form.
Why isn't that camera for?
Chances are you've seen him.
Try to get to the restaurant.
Oh my God, bro! Don't call me, nigga!
Violence brings me so much peace. And if you're saying you probably can't understand that statement. If you think you're about to just beat on me, baby, on behalf of my ancestors, you got me fucked up.
So what do you call it? A side hawk. Side hawk, okay.
Sometimes you gotta give it to them sideways in order folks to get it straight.
Okay, my dog.
You gotta get that too, right?
Here you go, sir. Sorry for the wait.
Oh, thank you, no problem. I appreciate it. How much owe you?
Oh, no worries. The person in front of you paid for you.
Really?
Yes.
Let's keep this train going. How much owe you for the people behind me?
$78.34.
Agreggi un figlio, no?
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Do it again, please.
Sound a little excited, Gene. Sound less excited, Roger. That's why we're redoing it, because of what you did. It's Thriller Week on Siskel and Ebert at the movies, and we've got three new ones.
And the movies, not at the movies. And that's why we're doing it this time.
It's Thriller Week on Siskel and Ebert in the movies, and we've got three new ones.
Dennis Quaid in The Big Easy, Michael Caine in The Fourth Protocol, and Kevin Costner and Gene Hackman in No Way Out.
That's this week on Siskel and Ebert and the movies. And the asshole.
Great. That was great.
And that's Roger.
He told us.
Knockout.
Hey, I remember Siskel and Ebert. I didn't know they hated each other. I didn't know. I didn't know they hated each other like that. I didn't know. Real quick, everybody. Don't forget, I'm giving away 2 autographed boxing gloves. Big George Foreman. Love you, boy. Autograph these 2 boxing gloves. And I'm giving them away to 2 lucky subscribers. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel. If you want the autographed boxing gloves, say me, you have to be a subscriber. And you have to follow my bookie on Instagram. That's real my bookie on Instagram. You do those 2 things, you'll be in the pot for to be a possible winner of the Big George Foreman autographed boxing gloves. You can be one of 2. But though that giveaway is sponsored by my bookie that I wanna try. My bookie that I wanna try. Let me see. I fight 118, 122, spar 130, 135, 147 because they pack and punch and keep me on my toes more than the ones once my side. Well, yeah, that's what they do. That absolutely. If T.O. Josh Taylor's Barboza is he the best at 140? If he Josh Taylor's Barboza, is he the best at 140? I wouldn't know. You have to fight more. I mean, you can rank him listen, man, let me tell you where I'm at, dog. Let me tell you where I'm at. All right. You can rank him as the best if you want, but we're going to find out season, man. I don't know how good anybody is until you fight them all. We'll see how good you are until you fight them all, bro. Listen, you saw what happened with Tank and Roach, right? You know what I mean? Listen, everybody got to start from ground zero. Right? I don't know how good you are. I don't know shit till shit happens. Is he better than Gary Antoine Russell? I don't know till they fight. We outside, dog. We outside. I find out then. And that's the Black Dude Show. You feel what I'm saying, Tim? I ain't got that kind of time, dog. Whoever gives me the most fights, I appreciate the most. Other than that, speaking of T.O., check this out.
I king, I do or die king. I take purple to the head like a Viking. Free drinks to a head like a Siamese. We getting drunk in this motherfucking high key.
He's really talking about that T.O. Boots shit. The thing is, Boots has a mandatory that they throwing on Boots now. And I don't even know the guy. Who was the mandatory. But T.O. versus Boots, that'll be lit. T.O. got to get past Barboza. But that'll be lit. You know, it'll be a bigger fight than Boots Brian Norman. Would it be a more meaningful fight? Nope. It'll be meaningful for Teofimo. The thing is, if Teofimo puts up a good fight against Boots, it's a win-win for Teo. It wouldn't be more meaningful, of course, than Boots unifying. But can Teo beat Brian Norman? That's one hell of a fight. So you kind of got to think about it. You got to think about what matters the most, the ops or the belts, right? Yeah, if for example, Conor Benn versus Chris Eubank Jr. Conor Benn said he preferred whooping Chris Eubank Jr. ass over a belt. So the op or the belt, what is most important? Teofimo is a more prestigious fighter than Brian Norman Jr. And I don't know who will win between Teo and Brian Norman. I really don't. You know, so I mean, I'd definitely be lit. If Boots and Teo fought, I'd be lit. And honestly, I'll be looking at Teo as a throwback fighter. I already called him a throwback fighter in his face, but he'll definitely be a throwback fighter. Who fights Lomachenko and Boots? Who does that shit? If he fights Boots, name somebody who fought Lomachenko and Boots, bro. Right? Hit the Tyson bell. So that's fine. Or Ryan. I hear that Ryan could be up for the Boots fight. If Ryan fought Tank and Boots, I'll be like, I don't give a damn if he loses to both. I'll just be like, damn, that's all right. You know, it's kind of like seeing Mario Barrios fight Tank and Keith Thurman. It's like, that's all right. You all right with me, bro? Let me see. Am I overestimating Boots? I think it won't be close. I think it won't be close. No, I think it'd be a good fight. I think it'd be a good fight. Won't be close between Teo and Boots. Because I think Teo is a better fighter than Karen. I think he has more than Stanionis. I think he'll be using his athletic. See, Teo gets up for the big time fights. Look at how he just mopped Josh Taylor and he beat Lomachenko. I think Teo's, it's hard to knock him out too. I think it'll be a good fight. I got Boots, yeah, because Boots physically is too much. But other than that, I think Teo's going to make for a good fight. It's kind of like Duran versus Hagler. You gave Duran so much love for making a fight out of it. Hagler, too big, right? Just too big and good against Duran. But it was a majority decision for Hagler. You looked at Duran like, that's all right, bro. You know? Hit the Tyson bell. Right? I mean, well, who knows? You know, Boots may turn the hell up and it'd be like Hearns and Duran. But I'm just saying, none of y'all can say if that fight was announced, y'all be like, I ain't watching it. And you know, there's too many I ain't watching it in the world right now anyway. I ain't going. You watch it, bro. Have a good time. If you like boxing, watch the sport. Okay. Check this out. Floyd Schofield. Check this out.
I king, I do a die king. I take purple to the head like a Viking. Free drinks to a head like a Siamese. We getting drunk in this motherfucking high key.
I don't know who wins. We're going to find out. I don't know who wins. That's on the undercard of Jake Paul versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. I don't know who wins. I don't even know how you can know who wins. I haven't seen Floyd Schofield in enough tough fights to know. And Lucas Body, that guy is hardcore. I don't know who wins. Yeah, I remember he knocked out H2O. Yeah, and he won since then against a guy who came in. Would he come in 7 pounds overweight or something silly as hell? And Lucas Body bodied him. Let me see. Maybe I low on Teo. Think Boots could box him with ease. Teo is very good, bro. Like T.O. is very good. He's very like T.O. is very good. T.O. is a guy that has accomplished a ton, and people stop realizing it. They don't reckon. I think because he lost to Kambosos that time, and he struggled against Sandor Martin, right? But T.O. is very good, and he has fought so many different type of fighters. He fought a very skillful, smaller fighter in Lomachenko. He fought tall and rangy fighters like Nakatani, and fight heavier, skillful fighters like Josh Taylor. He fought hard punchers like Richard Comey. He fought slick fighters who want to stay away from him, like Jermaine Taylor. Wait, not Jermaine Taylor. What's his name? Forgot his name. Jermaine Ortiz. And Sandor Martin. I mean, he's about to fight Barboza. For some reason, Claggett, right? Claggett was a difficult out for him, right? Claggett was one of those guys that was like Duarte versus Ryan Garcia. But what I'm saying is T.O. did win that fight. So he has fought a very wide range. Don't forget, he's coming from 135, right? So he's moving up, no problem, and taking on big-time guys. So he fight the high risk, low reward, the high reward, high risk. Like the guy, I really don't have anything to really. I think he's underestimated, to be honest. If T.O. beats Barboza, I don't know if he beats him, but if he does, people are going to forget about that fight. I know people are going to forget about the fight because when I said Jose Ramirez versus Haney is a good fight, people say Ramirez lost to Barboza, as if Barboza is shit. Then Barboza go on and win again. What's my man's name? Damn, I don't know how that. Oh, how did his name just escape me like that? What's his name? The last guy he beat, the champion. Oh my God. I don't know how his name just escaped me like that. In the UK. Catterall. Thank you. He goes on and he beats Catterall. And people are still like, that's another high risk, low reward fight. If T.O. beats him, people are going to be like, that's what people do. They will only take note if he struggles or lose. T.O.'s a problem. Catterall, yeah. T.O., I don't know how you can look at his resume and look at what he's done and say that and not say that he's a problem. You know, Shakur Claggett was T.O.'s Karen Booth's opponent. Right. You know what I'm saying? Philo, what's going on, girl? Shakur said the same thing about Ryan. Look at the clips that I'm showing. Check out the interview. Shakur was like, for some reason, y'all act like Ryan can't box. And he was like, Ryan's been boxing since 7. He said the guy is skillful. But he's like, for some reason, people just see him, man, that left hook, or, you know, they don't notice the things that he does. And Shakur said that about himself. He said, I get told that, you know, I run around and stuff like that. But people overlook the fact that I stay in the pocket. And I'm like, Shakur is absolutely right. He said, I'll be sitting there and nobody talk about my pocket work. It's just people bite on the obvious thing, especially the obvious negative thing. That's what people lean on. So people don't analyze everything and look at everything evenly. Like really, not a lot of people have that ability. For real, I've been doing this for a while, and a lot of things that I say, my takes, aren't crazy. They're common damn sense. If Shakur's hands are healthy, he would smoke Zepeda, but I'm worried about his damn hands. Stop it, man. How is that a crazy take? That is the most common. I'll be laughing like, I'll be reading the comments, Biz, black people and shit. And I'll be like, bruh, it is the most regular. I don't even got to try. You can give that take in your damn sleep. That's not even hard. I'm like, this shit is going viral off of the most basic, common sense shit ever. Funniest thing in the damn world. I said that Tyson Fury's legs aren't looking good. His legs aren't looking lively like they used to be. Stop hating, Biz. I knew you were a Wilder fanboy. It's like, that's not even a hate and take. That's just regular. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. Okay. I covered everything within the hour. And do it. Yeah. Let me play the voice. Let me play the voice song. Let me play the voice song. Let me play the voice.
Ready, don't?
Good God, I'm moist. I'm moist. Yes, I am.
Raining all over me. Everybody, don't forget, if you are in New York, show up to my live event at the City.
Who is that? What's his name? ShowBizz, soul brother #1, and I'm in this bitch.
That'll be Thursday, May 1st, before the big fight, May 2nd. Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero headline that card in Times Square. I will be right up the street. It's like right across the street, the City Winery. Y'all knock back some drinks. I'm going to give an on-stage live performance. I want you guys to participate when you show up. I'm going to be asking you guys questions. Y'all going to be yelling out answers from the crowd. I think it should be very, very fun. Make sure you get your sips, though. Bring your lady, whatever. Bring your family, whatever you want to do. Buy your tickets and show up and show out May 1st. Hit the Tyson Bell. We should have guests. We do have guests that will be there. And I'm looking to do a giveaway of some sort while I'm there. So everybody, make sure you hit the link in the comments to get your tickets. Okay. Before I go, I got to watch your Devin sit down. Yeah. Where is that now? Let me see. Let me see if they released it yet. Raining all over me. They actually gave me the videos to watch, and I watched them, and I looked at all the interviews I had with Eddie Hearn, Barboza, Devin Haney. I'm not sure. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. In analyzing my interview with Devin Haney in particular, I'm not sure how much y'all are going to appreciate it. I'm going to be real, because I give a different type of interview. I don't give a hating interview. That's just not my style. But on top of that, I don't say the same things everybody else say. I'm interested in different things. So you're not going to get the interview and I'm going over the same shit. Do you think Ryan cheated? Dude, I heard those answers so many damn times. I'm just interested in something. What is he? He's going to say the same thing. Yeah, of course. Do you? Yeah. I'm. Why did you sue? Same answer. All right. Actually, I didn't sue. My team did. It's the same damn answer. I ain't got that kind of. Y'all want me to say it too? Y'all going to get a different interview. All right, and stuff that I'm interested in. Before I go, Yo Biz, why isn't Ryan doing any interviews? I'm not Ryan. All right, that's number one. So you have to ask him. But I saw him doing interviews. So when Ryan was when I was giving my interviews doing my Black Two Sugars, Ryan didn't know I was going to be there. So I step into the room, right? And Ryan, no, I'm already in there. He steps in the room and he looks at me and say, "Hey, you went to DAZN?" And I'm just like, I mean, yeah, we collab. He like, I know you're going to, he dapped up. And then he gave an interview. And afterwards, Ryan literally said, "Yo, ShowBizz." Like, because he's sitting at the table and he's like, "Dude, what's up?" But he had to go to Ring and give an interview. Right. So I'm like, yo, next time, brother. And then I end up interviewing Devin Haney. So Ryan never knew I was going to be there. Ryan was kind of like, oh, shit, you know? So, but I'll be there next week. I'll see if I can get a sit down with him before the fight. Okay, everybody, before we go, we're going to, next time. Before we go, we gotta play my take on Shannon Sharp situation, Unc Shay Shay. We gotta play my take on it. ShowBizz adult. I'm out. Huh.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown.
This is a shakedown, get down or lay down, thugging in the alleyways, hallways and playgrounds. But I don't play around, flash like a Vegas town and bring the heat the same way. Pointed at your face is a shakedown, like mommy with the small waist and that ass that she break down. What you getting is the beat down, run that, give me what you came with. Ninja, I ain't stutter, but this toastly red butter. This tools and screws, this pole is no ditty. My blade isn't Wesley, but it leaves a $150.
Trying to take me down.
Yeah, I'ma leave you right here, but what you got's coming with me, it's a shakedown.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues,